Sports analytics bad. Throw football good.
This is the worst discussion to ever take place on television.
I want to see the analytics people come up and do the interview after the game. Tell me why you did it. Let me hear that explanation. You know, it changes when you're down 2 scores. The other team, as you said, Bill, they change their play calling and how they direct the game. So we don't put that into the analytics. Yes. I don't think. I don't know. I don't care. We saw the Pittsburgh Steelers do the same thing against the Minnesota Vikings, and it kind of backed, caught them.
I would love to see. That's a great idea to have somebody who is in charge of the analytics. Yeah. To have that conversation afterwards to talk about the other aspects of the game.
No, here it is. Here's the whole thing. Well, analytics told me to do it. Yeah. All right, next question. Wow. That's what we say.
Yeah, they'll show you a spreadsheet and
there's never any explanation of why
I made
all these things that can happen. So
paralysis by analysis. We overanalyze things. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Where do I start with that one? Well, okay, first off, if you believe that analytics are set in stone from the beginning and never change over time, there's just a fundamental misunderstanding of what analytics really can do. The fact
Who can forget when Moses came with his 2 analytics stone tablets?
These people in the studio, or the announcers, the play-by-play broadcasters, your beat writers, these are the people who communicate to the majority of fans. 99% of people's information that they digest come from these people. And this is their source of truth. They aren't getting their information from Michael Lopez. They're not getting their information from Ben Baldwin. They're not reading deep into Mina Kimes' Twitter replies of analytics. They're not looking at Seth Walder's tweets about FPI.
They don't understand that X is Y.
That's true. X can be Y sometimes. Sometimes X can be Y. But they listen to people like Hall of Fame quarterback Phil Simms. That person must be the expert. Not just in throwing the ball, but in all of football. In all of the sport. How the hell do you think someone so removed, not just from a team, but from the game and from the era, can accurately represent what analytics is doing in their industry that they've left for entertainment broadcasting decades ago? The fact is, the process of analytics is now embedded in the sport, and you cannot get rid of it.
Sports analytics bad. Throw football good.
In terms of watching another industry evolve in how they represent analytics, look at the NBA. So about, call it 2018, Shaq and Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, they were so anti-analytics. You could literally go back and watch clips of them being so against how Houston played, being so against what Sam Hinkie did, the 76ers, in terms of the tanking and the lottery draft, collecting as many good top lotto players as possible through the draft, how much they didn't like Golden State's approach in terms of trying to win games through shooting threes. Now, fast forward to, the last 2 years, Shaq and Charles Barkley have done their homework, and they now understand a lot more about analytics and how it works. They are able to reconcile what the game is and how analytics fits in with the game, as opposed to analytics being the thing that's quote-unquote ruining the game. And so their conversations are no longer like they're playing by the numbers. They're not doing like basketball that my era would have been good in, blah, blah, blah. Now they're saying, look at what they're doing based off the numbers. They're seeing that these things are strengths and weaknesses, not just statistically, but they can execute on them. And this is literally a transition that has happened over, in my opinion, a pretty short amount of time to adopt analytics. The broadcasters and perhaps the most popular NBA studio show, they have found out ways to represent it accurately. They might not agree with it still. I can't imagine Charles Barkley is someone who is thinking about the numbers when he's looking at why people do certain things on the court, but he appreciates the analytics parts of it. Shaq appreciates analytics now. Kenny Smith appreciates it. And that's important. That's really important.